Alright guys, it's GameboyLuke here, and welcome back to another Sword and Shield news information rumored leak video. Today, I am bringing you a potential huge leak of this, of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Of course, as you know, we got a Pokemon Direct today. I'll link my reaction in the description below if you want to watch that first. And I do want to very quickly say that, again, we are entering leak territory. I have no idea if any of this information is true or if it is false. If you do not want to be spoiled, then please do click away from this video. But quite soon after the Direct was revealed, an image rise to the internet that was posted apparently on Friday the 24th of May. And this leak accurately predicts what was happening, what was going to happen in the trailer we got today. Now, they can easily use this information as a basis to kind of trick everybody into believing the rest of the information. It tricked them into believing the rest of the information. So, again, take this all with a grain of salt. But let's begin. So, this post, as you can see, was posted on 4chan. And in the top left corner, it says Pokemon Sword and Shield details. Again, posted 24th of May. And it says, your rival's name is Hop, but you'll also be facing against Bede and Marnie. Okay. Then next it says Team Yell. So they actually predicted the name of the rival right here. Or they don't predict it. They either knew about it and they're posting about it now. Team Yell is the gang in the game who are well-meaning fans of Marnie causing trouble. Okay. To become part of the gym challenge, you'll have to get an endorsement. Bede gets an endorsement from the Chairman Rose and his secretary Oleana. So again, this was never revealed to us, but this is something that was revealed in the trailer. And the reason why this is so believable is because it contains basically all the information of the trailer, which we'll obviously see very, very shortly. Again, people use these as layer points to like, hey, this is legitimate because I know what happens in the trailer. When the trailer comes out, they're like, oh my god, this guy was right. But then actually, they've just put in a bunch of fake information alongside it. That might not be true, though. So, Eternatus is the evil legendary. He predicted there was or knew there was an evil legendary. The other legendary will be a wolf who will either have a shield mane or a sword like Great Wolf, like Great Wolf Sith. I don't recall its name. So they knew about the legendaries. Dynamaxing, which is obviously the new feature in this game, where the Pokemon get really, really big during raid battles and during gym battles. Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing, or Gigantamaxing. Didn't hear about Gigantamaxing, but there is Dynamaxing, which is interesting. Are new dynamics that will supersize Pokemon in specific areas. Gigantamaxing is different from Dynamax as it changes what the Pokemon looks like. Meowth looks like a long cat. Lapras gets layers like musical bars to its shell and musical notes. Pikachu looks like retro fat Pikachu. See, okay. Dynamaxing, again, is something that is legitimate. Now they've tacked on Gigantamaxing onto it, which this Gigantamaxing thing doesn't sit with me, personally. But let's listen to the rest of it anyway. Sonia, which is the professor's granddaughter, is Leon's former rival who is researching the Dynamax phenomenon at the behest of her grandmother and the professor of the game. Okay, so she's like, she is the assistant, and she is researching stuff, so I guess that could be pretty true. Some Pokemon like Farfetch'd will get regional evolutions. So instead of it being, well, I guess it's not a Alolan form, but they will get a regional evolution. Kind of similar to how like Sneasel evolved into Weavile, Curly evolved into Gallade when we got those in Gen 4. Farfetch'd will get regional evolutions like Surfetch'd, and Meowth looks like a ball, with spiky gray fur, so I guess it evolves, or like, I'm not sure what that means. We already have a Alolan Meowth, and if we also get a big version of Meowth, why are we also getting a Meowth in the region, in this part here? I don't know. Squovet and Greedent, if I remember correctly, are chipmunk Pokemon who will hide in berry trees and attack randomly if you shake too many berries. If they attack, you lose half the berries that drop. Okay. The fourth gym is a fairy-type gym, led by an actress named Opal. Milo, which is the grass gym leader. Nessa, oh, you guys can't see this. Can I bring it over? Can I bring it over on side? I want to make sure that I'm capturing everything. So I bring it like this, and then that. Okay. So, Sonia, the fourth gym is a fairy type gym, led by an actress named Opal, Milo, Nessa, and Kabu. Kabu are the first one, so the first four gym leaders, and Milo is indeed the first one. Before fighting the gym leaders, you have to complete the gym challenges. Milo has you herding sheep Pokemon named Wooloo, which is obviously true, and Pamper, an electric corgi Pokemon. Interesting. Oh no, sorry. But Pamper, the electric corgi Pokemon, will startle them into rolling somewhere else. Nessa has you running through a maze where water blocks the way, and Kirby requires you to catch Pokemon and get 5 points, but you have to be in a party battle with another trainer who's also trying to catch it. More to come. They add on, I think they add on to this with, while there is a transit system, you will have to go through the wild area at times, an open world biome that has weather system and little pockets where Pokemon Dynamax and have to be beaten in a 4-person raid, which is also true. You'll randomly see nearby players and interact with them to get their league cards and items. Camping is how you play with Pokemon now. So instead of Pokemon and Me, Pokemon and Mino, is it Pokemon and... No, Pokemon and Mino, that's the website. Pokemon and Me, and then there's... What's the other one? I don't know what it's called. Whatever, the way you get your affection up. You'll now get toys, a feather toy and a toy Pokemon, which you can raise friendship. You can make curry, which will raise stats and friendliness. Pokemon will not walk beside you in the overworld map, which we know. Scorbunny will have fighting type moves, but is a pure fighter. It becomes Reboot, but I don't remember the final evolution, except it looks like a fighter. It looks humanoid, so firefighting maybe. They always retain their original typing, so it'll be fire something. If it's firefighting, it's just where the cookie crumbles. Sobble will become Scisile and Inteleon, a chameleon with a spy theme. I think chameleon, or a chameleon, sorry, it's Inteleon. Okay, so it's Inteleon, which is a chameleon with a spy theme. Okay, so interesting. Grookey will end up as a giant gorilla that beats a wood drum to attack. Okay. There's a lot I'm missing, but I wasn't planning on leaking it until now. I'm angry and upset, and while I like what I saw, I didn't get too far. So I wonder what happened with this person to prompt them to leak this. And it looked like it was about literally 45 seconds after this was posted. They posted this one too. Like not 45, like 50 odd, 47 or whatever, I'm not being specific. So from this, I know you can't see all the details and stuff like that. I can link a direct image link probably on Twitter to this, so you guys can check it out for yourself. But it's interesting that they managed to accurately tell us what's happening in this release before, like a week and almost 2 weeks before it even came out. Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing definitely sound pretty suspect to me, but I wonder what the difference is. Maybe Gigantamaxing is something that is related to maybe capturing legendaries or in special instances. I can definitely see, what's it called? Like regional evolutions, because we have had that in Diamond and Pearl, although they weren't really regional evolutions. Maybe this person's just describing them incorrectly. They're not necessarily regional. It's just an evolution that has been introduced within the Generation 8 games. So like Farfetch'd evolving into Surfetch'd, and apparently Meowth evolving in the, or Meowth looking different. That looks like a regional, that sounds like a regional variant to me. Squirvat and Greedunk. Greedunk are chipmunk Pokemon. I can see that again. We haven't had names for those. So the story part of Sonia being Leon's former rival is very interesting. That might play into the story somehow. You know, it looked like Leon was pretty friendly with the professor in the trailer, so I wouldn't be surprised if that is actually the case. You know, like they definitely seem like they know each other pretty well, so there might be some stuff going on there. Eternatus. Okay, so in the Sword and Shield legendary thing where we first saw the new legendary Pokemon, I forget their names. They do look like they fight for a minute, and then they like kind of realize, oh wait, what we're doing, and then they sense a darker presence, it seems. It shoots to the sky, and it cuts. But it does look like they are about to team up together in order to fight off another Pokemon. So, evil legendary, they may have seen the trailer and just got boom, there's going to be an evil legendary or like a darker entity, sort of like Necrozma, like how the Necrozma was depicted before. So I can definitely see that. The endorsement, again, more story stuff. So you don't just walk into a gym. You got to do like little challenges and stuff like that, which I actually kind of like. It adds a little bit more gameplay. And for gym, fairy type gym, this will be our second gym type. We want a dark type gym, guy. We still haven't had a dark type gym. We had a fairy type sort of like trial in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and Sun and Moon. Honestly, it was actually an Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So it'll be like a third game in a row. We actually get like a fairy type gym. So that's interesting, I suppose. Yes, these are the little challenges here, which I can definitely see. And camping with your Pokemon, which kind of makes sense with the wild and stuff. And I think if you actually watch the trailer, there is a little bit of sense that there is, like when you actually interact with Sobble or something like that, there's actually like a campfire in the background or something. It's definitely worth looking at again. Sobble evolving into a Scisile and Inteleon sounds very, very interesting to me. I really hope that the final evolution of Scorbunny does not be fighting type. That would suck, but you know, we'll see where it goes. And I like the Grookey evolves into like, you know, a big gorilla, like beating a drum. That's pretty sick. So that's that. I don't know what the legitimacy of this is. I haven't seen the original post. I've only seen images, and obviously with an image, someone can quite easily just inspect element, the date, and change it through the website, and then take a screenshot and be like, look at this. I predicted this ages ago, and then took a screenshot, took the page down, and then re-uploaded it on 4chan later on. So that could, again, they could have written this down very quickly, print screened it, or like changed the date of it to a previous date, then posted it on 4chan and be like, hey, I accurately predicted it. So take this with a massive amount of salt. It's not necessarily true. No one knows it's true, but it is interesting to see some more information rise to the top. So if you guys, you know, what do you guys think of this? Hit that like button down below if you enjoyed. Do you think this is real? Or are you a little bit dubious like I am? I'm very, very dubious. Unless it's completely from an official source, I'm always making sure that I'm like going into it with like, you know, this is necessarily true. What parts of this document do you wish, or would you like to be true? You know, let's get some discussion going on in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Again, the link will be in the description if you want to check out for yourself. And I will see you guys next time.